like Clark, I can't stop. Fuck around, make my 40 pop. No popcorn, I pop pistols. Reaming my body, clothing no issue. Bitch, you look sick, you need a tissue. You drop a body, I just might bless you. I'm metrosexual.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's Wraith here, back with another video. Now, today's video, a lot of you guys were basically asking me, okay, well, if I play on controller or I don't have money to spend on Kovacs or something like that, how do I actually improve my aim in Fortnite? Because aim is one of the most important mechanics, in my opinion, in the game. So basically, to answer that question is, one, you play the game a lot more. Like zone wars, solos, any form of the game will actually help improve your aim, but the best way is probably going to be grinding creative aim courses, which may not be as good as Kovacs in my opinion, but for those of you who can afford Kovacs or don't want to buy it or don't like it, or if you're even on controller, which I mean you don't really need to aim train, but you still can, obviously it still will help just a little bit. Well, then in today's video I'm going to basically be explaining two different courses that you guys can use. One will work on just your kind of like tracking, and then the other will work on your flicks and kind of locking onto targets. So if you're looking forward to that, make sure you slap a like button, comment what you want to see for a future video. You guys always know that I'm replying to comments and reading your guys' comments, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and use creator code WraithFN in the item shop. Let's get right into the video. So this first course we're going to be looking at, the code is up on the top of the screen, but I will also put it in the description of this video if you are looking forward or for that as well. But basically this is built by Selage. I don't remember if I said this already, but he is one of the OG creative courses creator, and this one is very special because it's probably the most accurate to see how good and if you're improving your aim. So it's basically kind of a form of tile frenzy almost, you can say, and you can kind of grab your gun or whatever gun you want, and basically there's this screen where it shows you your accuracy, so how much shots out of you hit and how much you missed, as well as your time. So you basically have 50 shots, and once you hit 50 targets, it's just going to teleport you straight back to the screen so you can see what you're at, and you can take a picture of it, you can remember it, and basically then you try and just improve overall and get better scores, get better time. So as you can see, the time is moving up, and you can see my accuracy, shots hit, 0 shots missed so far. And obviously you want to be as accurate and as quick as possible, and the better you can get your score, obviously the better aim and the more improvement you're going to see. The nice thing about this is literally after you hit the 50 targets, it's just basically instantly teleports you straight back to the screen. And obviously, yeah, you can switch between guns or whatever. As you can see, that is my first score, 33 seconds, 2 shots missed, blah, blah, blah. And then it just, after a couple seconds, basically just respawns you right there. And the nice thing is you don't have to like start it right away. Like right here, I just go straight into it, but the time doesn't start until you destroy the first target. So basically, if you want to switch out your guns or you want to go on your phone or whatever the case is, then you can take your time, and basically the second you hit your first target, that is when the time is going to start, and then that's when the thing is going to basically start counting, etc. So this one's just a really good way, like I said, to just improve your kind of flicking, your locking on. So basically if you need to lock onto a head or something like that, it just gives you the better ability and better practice to actually get used to it. So like I said right here, it makes me respawn, but like it doesn't really matter. I can just go grab a gun. As you can see, it's not really starting to count already. We're gonna grab the tactical AR, and you can just try different guns. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, like I said, this one is just really good overall. Obviously it's not gonna really help your tracking or anything like that, but that is basically it for this course. And now let's move on to the one where you guys probably know it. It is the Mongo Classic, or I like to call the Mongo Classic. It is the one where he always promotes on YouTube or his Instagram of him literally just aimbotting targets, where they basically, it's just a tracking course. You can do flick shots and stuff on there, but normally I recommend doing the tracking courses on it. So basically, again, the code is at the top of the screen, or you can use the link in the description. So we're going to run. You can grab almost any weapon in the game or ever been in the game. All you have to do is just run over it and it picks it up, which is pretty cool in my opinion. But normally for me, I like to grab the combat shotgun, the SMG, and then just an AR, just to kind of get a mix of everything. Your guys' opinion, you can grab whatever you want. But basically, let's move into the tracking one, because this is normally what I recommend doing first. And the first one I like to do is short strafes. So it honestly is pretty difficult, especially when you go to the hard mode. It takes a couple seconds to get used to how quick the zombies move. Like, as you guys can see, for the first couple seconds, my aim is not on too bad. I also, hey, excuse, I'm allowed to say it because I make YouTube videos and I'm a content creator. I did up my aim a little bit, so let's just blame me missing the shots on me upping my sensitivity a little bit. Or did I say upping my aim? I meant upping my sensitivity a little bit. But yeah, this one is pretty difficult, especially when you're on the harder levels, and you can use a variety of things. You can use your SMG, you can use your SCAR, you can use your blue AR, whatever the case, and basically you just want to track the targets to the best of your ability. And you can also do like tap firing, which I'll show in a couple of seconds here. But you can basically just tap fire, which will just reset your bloom factor, which basically allows a little bit more accuracy. Instead of just simply tracking, you can actually like try your tap fire, which basically, like I said, will just reset your bloom and allow a little bit more accuracy. But it is okay just doing completely bloom tracking, because it is just kind of a tracking drill. I think I said tracking like 10,000 times in that sentence, but hey, no big deal. But yeah, this one I definitely recommend doing for like 10-15 minutes, and then you can, even if you're not that good, you can basically just switch to easy or medium mode or whatever the case is, whatever you want to do. Obviously you can see the targets just to get a little bit bigger, which make it a little bit easier to hit. And if you just want the easy targets up instead of just the easy and the large, or easy and the hard, I mean, you can just disable the scenario and then click the easy one. Again, it all kind of depends on what skill level you are. But after this one, we are going to go to the mongrel course, so make sure you do disable the scenario every time you're done. And there's a ton of different scenarios basically you guys can use. Like, you guys can see all these different ones that are, again, just different forms of tracking. You can do all of them, your kind of decision. This one I'm just going to show like 2 tracking ones, and then like the Selage's course, like I said, because that's what I figured to be the best one. But this one is the mongrel course, and it is very, very, very good in my opinion. And it is a little bit difficult, especially if you go to the hard targets. I'm just on medium right now, but basically your goal is to kill the target before it reaches the top and like kind of disappears. So obviously getting as many headshots as possible will help you get to that kill, or get that kill before it gets to the end. Like, as you can see, obviously headshots will bring its HP down almost double as quick as hitting body shots. So this one is a little bit difficult, like I said, especially if you get to the hard one, but it is worthwhile in the long run, because you get a really good tracking ability to actually help literally just lock onto those people's heads. Like, as you can see, if you watch Mongrel's clips on his Instagram or YouTube video, he literally doesn't miss any shot. I don't know if he's hacking or he doesn't like register bloom or something, but he literally hits every single shot in the head. And as you can see, you can do tap fire here as well. It is a little bit more difficult, but it does really train hitting that like headshot and hitting that consistent damage. And then same thing as the last course, you can switch to hard, medium, or easy. And if you only want the hard one to show up, just disable the course and then basically click the hard one. But yeah, and I want you guys to keep in mind that with aiming, it doesn't just instantly come. Like, you don't just instantly start doing aiming courses and literally a day later your aim just becomes better than Mongrel or better than Benji or Frosty ZK or whoever the case is. That's not really how aiming works, especially for keyboard and mouse. If you watch all the top pros, like for example Frosty ZK, Mongrel, Benji, Savage, all these guys, they've been playing PC games for like years and years and years, right? So basically they have the mouse control that they've been learning from years of practice and years of playing different games. So don't get frustrated if you're not seeing the best improvement, because trust me, it does take time. Like, you can't just play a couple courses and just assume that your aim's going to get way better. It will take time, it will take dedication, but in the end you will see slow improvement, and trust me, it is worth it. Having Benji's aim compared to just an average player's aim literally can mean the difference between you winning $10,000 in World Cup qualifiers or you not even placing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you slap a like button on it, and kind of like I said, just to quickly tell you guys, there is different courses in this Downsy or Don Wozy, or however you pronounce his name. There is flick shotting, all that kind of stuff. Again, you can use them. I just recommend the tracking, but again, it's all your guys' opinion. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you slap a like button on it. Comment what you want to see for a future video. Like I said in the start of the video, I'm always reading your guys' comments. Hit that subscribe button. Use creator code WraithFN in the item shop, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.